This is Hangout Conversations with Matt Rappaport, episode number 14, coming to you live from New York and Minnesota. Awesome to have you with us. Hangout Conversations with Matt Rappaport and the candidate creator, Bobbi Jo Woods. Whoa, look at that. I'm in HD styling. What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Hangout Conversations with that Rappaport guy. Awesome to have you with us. We have a special, awesome, epic show today. Welcome back, first of all. The year is now +1 more, which I saw on my stream. Someone had an awesome animated GIF of +1 in 2011 to 2012. Let us know in the comments if you're saying 2012, or you're saying 2012, or you're saying 2012, or you just don't care. You're just like, it's the new year, it's another number. Let us know how you feel about the Mayans. I don't think the world will end. I think we have lots of living to do. Welcome, it's good to have you. Second episode on Hangouts on air on Google+. This is going to be a special show. Our guest is our very own Bobbi Jo Woods. You know her, some of you call her Booby. BJ, she enjoys Bobbi Jo the most probably, although I think people like Brains and Tiffany Henry might argue about that. What's going on? Special show. If you're watching, take part in the stream, comment, and let us know what's up in the stream, how you're feeling. I see Brian McDonald's already joining us. Dario, a good friend. Dan LeVay, yay, Bobbi Jo Woods. Yeah, it's been a long time coming with Bobbi Jo Woods. It's been a running joke that she's been the Matt Damon of our show. She keeps getting bumped. Sorry, Bobbi Jo Woods, we've run out of time. But here she is. She's the first show of the new year. I'm very excited that she's part of the show this week. But she's part of the show every week, obviously. This is just going to be a bigger part. You're going to hear her talk. You're going to hear her what she says, her comments. You're going to hear her get down and dirty. And she's going to come all out with it. You'll get to see her pretty face and everything that she thinks about you and Google Plus and Hangouts and memes and hurls and girls and boys and people and memes and cats and dogs and all that stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of which, we're going to talk more about hurls too. Hurls are hangouts in real life. Dario Mouse calls them hips, which means hang out in person. Technically, this is real life, but I like hurl. Even though it's like, I'm going to hurl. We're doing a big New York City hurl in February 2nd to the 5th. We're planning it now, me, Tiffany Henry, Bobbi Jo Woods, Helping, and Clary, and we're going to have an awesome Dario Moss, Heather Faye, and Ryan Van Sickle concert live, hopefully coming to you in that weekend. There was a DC New Year's hurl, which I heard about, hopefully on Conversations Plus. We're going to get to that, and we're going to hear about that. I heard that was epic. Maurice Swan, Tiffany Henry, Carter Gibson, Dave Morales, Brady Bull, Amanda Blaze, Stephanie Van Pelt, Al Ebenez, I can't say his name right because I can't pronounce people's names right, Anthony Feliciano, Michelle Atwater. Am I forgetting anybody? There's a lot more people. We'll talk about that on the Conversation Plus DC Hurl. There's a lot more people as well that were there that had fun, that whopped themselves crazy. And who else? What else? Yeah, we also have the South by Southwest hurl that's coming up in March. That should be a lot of fun. And if you haven't hurled with people locally, you should try that out. Have you seen the Hangout commercials, the Muppets and the Bill Walton? That was pretty cool. 12 Days of G+. Some people loved it. Some people didn't. I liked it. It was just biased because I'm part of it. But that was an interesting little spin on the Google Plus Hangout commercial. And let me check the comments real quick before we get to our guest. I know we're keeping our guest waiting 25 minutes. And it wasn't necessarily her fault the show started late. I'm not saying she was putting on makeup or anything. No, I was not. Hey, Ermine, oh my God, CPT, it's totally effing ridiculous. Exactly, I agree. Is that Matthew Rappaport time? I'm not sure. I'm missing that reference. Or your computer is. I'm not sure. Brains, you're being really special today. Leana Prado is with us. Is it really me, or do you think me and Bobbi Jo are secret lovers? Interesting. Well, it's not so secret if you just said it on the comment stream. Brain agrees with me. If you that was our guest, I think, laughing, or Woody Woodpecker, one of those, I'm not sure. But hey, Brain, I heard some things about you too. I heard you like dogs. You like to be shirtless with your dog. I heard about that. Did anyone see that? A little bit of, you know what I'm talking about? Fab Turbo. Anyway, speaking of which, let's get to our guest. She wants me to shut up, so maybe I should just wait. Can we take a 5? All right, no, fuck that. Oh shit, did I just curse? Oh well, it happened. One of the first people I've met in Hangouts is our guest today on Google Plus, and she's from the north, just below Canada. She's from Minnesota, A. She loves many things. She likes Mo stuff. Cats, geeks, Cateray, hot geeks. She's right below Canada. Yeah, that's what I said, BJ. She's typing to me as we talk. Uh, Google Plus. She's a web designer. She's the one. She's the only. She's the epic, awesome number 2. She is BJ, Bobbi Jo Woods. Welcome to Hangout Conversations with Rappaport. I don't know if you ever heard of us. Welcome. Ah, there she is. I mean, awesome. Look at that. Oh.
What the fuck, bro?
Wow, WTF. You have to use your abbreviations. Bobbi Jo Woods, welcome to the show. It's been a while since we've had you on the show, I think a couple weeks ago.
You've never had me, Matthew.
I never had you, but you've been on the show before. So,
yeah,
hey.
Big old mess we call Hangout Conversations.
What? Yeah, we're not ready. We're doing this all on our lonesome. I got my menorah. I still got my Hanukkah gear going on with the water. I don't know why. I guess I was in the spirit. So how was your vacation? Did you get a lot done? How was your New Year's? Let's start with that. You had a couple of weeks off to do more stuff on Google Plus.
Yeah, well, I only had a couple weeks off the show. I still had a life, Christmas. I still had my job, which, as you know, I'm a self-employed freelance web geek extraordinaire. And, I still had my stocking business that I had to take care of, as everybody is aware. But my New Year's was fantastic. I don't really regret it, although I may have said a few things I might regret, although they're not coming to me right now. I may have hit on every male and or female that I came into contact with that evening. But fear not, it was just the vodka talking. I'm not that big of a creeper, and you ain't special, boo. So it wasn't everybody.
That's not what I heard. What? Anyway, CPT I found out means colored people time, which I guess is, instead of saying black time, it's less racist. I really don't know. Dave Morales, if you're out there, maybe you and me can start something in my... No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke. I did it.
Blocked by both of them.
We just got blocked, double blocked. Plus, that's racist. We're not. We love you guys. And I should put $1 in the swear jar, Leilani said. Let's start with the opening random question. I know you love that segment so much, almost as much as 99 plus. Pick a number. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one could it be?
I'm going to go with 1 because, I like to do things in order.
Number 1. It's amazing that you picked number 1 because this is interesting. It's pertaining to the show. What is or are your best moment or think are the best moments to you so far in Hangout Conversations, or the best guest or the best show so far for billions of dollars? Do you have anything that comes to mind, or Conversations Plus, something that was funny, or a guest, or besides obviously this moment? I mean in 2011 maybe.
So 2011, I'm sorry, I'm having camera issues.
Yeah, you probably need a new camera, right?
No, I got a new camera from Hanukkah Harry.
That guy's a freaking mensch. That guy, you know what I'm talking about?
I keep playing with my hair. I'm bringing split ends back and jelly, bro.
Barry, peanut butter and jelly right now. Peanut butter.
I guess if I had to, I know this is is this a G4 or this is a regular question?
Oh no, it's just a normal question. You can take your time. There's no, I know Bobbi Jo's like, listen dude, it's a this or that. Just freaking fly. But you can do whatever you want. Yeah, it's your show. Take your time.
I can't hate on anybody that's been on the show so far. Dan Armandaris, he's one of my faves, and he knows it. Adios, mio!
DJ Dan.
I think, Mike Stenger was, our second or third. Jeffrey Powers is always amazing with all his, hackathon and geek knowledge. What can I say? I mean, Peter McDermott obviously was a smashing success and obviously is famous on Google Plus because of me and you, of course.
Wait. We made Peter G. What's the G for? Peter G. McDermott? Really? G? Does that mean God? Like plus God, plus good, plus great?
No, it's plus Google Plus.
Oh, is that what the G means? Not like G Money? All right.
G Plus achievement unlocked, bro.
Awesome. Well, Peter's watching, and he said he's not going to miss it.
Air Me, No Mirror, that show, I think, really kind of got me, a lot more into what she is and, closer to her and understanding who she is more. She made it a lot of fun.
Are you saying that she cooked on that show? She was cooking? That's how good it was?
Yeah, well, she was cooking, but I mean, the promos and all the taping and the after show and all that kind of, brought us all more close together, I think, than we were before.
Definitely, she's watching right now, but that
I,
has nothing to do with your answer, right?
I'm sure she is. And no, absolutely not. Fucking, Jeffrey Powers and those guys aren't watching, and I'm kissing their asses.
Jeffrey, who? I mean, Geekazine.
Geekazine, yeah. I mean, having the new Lori and Natalie, people that we really didn't know that well and didn't hang out with, but because of our friendship with Joe Martinez, we were able to get on some new talent and bring them the exposure that they really deserve, because they're a couple of hot chicks that know how to play guitar and sing. So, I really feel like if I was to pick the best moments of Hangouts, I got to give it to my man, Joseph Lee, because the whole Asian Santa thing, I mean, I was really excited that he was going to give me a Hello Kitty Downy ball.
I was too, actually. I was excited for you. I've never even...
Yeah, I mean, I think he thought maybe I wanted the ball of MSG, but...
that would have been salty balls, definitely.
I mean, it was fun when Daria Musk was on Peter McDermott's show, because I had never hung out with her before. I had never even heard her do anything before. So that was a real eye-opener for me. And of course, I adore Peter. I think he is hilarious and wonderful, and I'm always trying to imitate things that he does, which I do.
Say, kid, say it.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you what to do, see? But no, I mean, everybody that we've had on the show has been wonderful. Aaron Wood, my God, the guy is more talented than I ever thought, and he's funny, and he's got that kind of dry humor that I think most people appreciate. Brian Aldridge, obviously, showing off his inner, goofball that nobody really knew about. And it's just been amazing. And Renata, of course, she's my boo. She knows I love her.
Yeah,
If I had to pick the best moments, I think you captured them in Behind the Bacon, and the second one as well.
Aw, thanks.
We've had a lot more since then. I think there's another one due. Am I right?
If you don't want Matthew Rappaport to go the F to sleep, then there'll be another Bacon. But yeah, there'll be more. We'll get more clips, and we still have Renata's Conversations Plus and Joseph Lee aforementioned Conversations Plus. I just had to do some crazy editing. We had a couple interruptions. We had a little McGeeage in one show. We love you, Robert McGee, but we had a little McGeeage. I heard you had a little animated GIF. I don't know if we should get into that right now.
Why you block me, bro?
We love you, Robert McGee. Yeah, that was a hilarious GIF. I wonder who made that. It was really good, and the talent.
Yeah, I think that was a crowdsourcing effort.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, no, there's been a lot of great moments. Oh my God, how did that happen? The magic of G+. Hey, Robert, I see Robert McGee, and there's Trey with his camera, and Daria Musk. Why you'll know I'm Blackbee. Aw. Anyway, that was the special New Year's show we'll get into later. Daria was singing all around the world, speaking of Daria, and we hope to see her in the Hurl and meet her for real.
Did I do that?
Oopsie.
I just blocked by Robert.
He just got blocked by everybody. No. Hey, Tim Clary, he's out there. Joshua Woodward's watching. P.E. Sharp, Elaine, or whatever she prefers. Let me know. I never even know.
I think she prefers... Oh, never mind. I won't say it. It's too dirty.
Everyone's like, you owe money to the swear jar more than I do. This is the dirtiest show. And James Williams thinks this is a clip show. Really, James Williams? Because I asked one question about the Hangout Conversations. This whole...
Hi, James!
Hi, James. Just kidding. So what was the verdict? Basically, you couldn't. There's just too many to pick from, or Joseph Lee is basically.
There's too many to pick from. I'm sorry, I'm being a huge pig right now. I'm eating my Weight Watchers frozen dinner, which is really disgusting, but my blood sugar's low, so I have to eat dinner.
Weight Watchers, not a sponsor on this show. No.
Yeah, I don't watch my weight. I think it watches me.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to bring back fat back,
Really? You and Peter?
Oh, yeah.
You and Peter Griffin. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good. So cool. Thanks for answering that. So let's talk a little bit. I guess people might want to know, like, how the show came to be, how we met, like why the two of us got together. You want to start there? You want to start with, I met you in a hangout, and we hung out like religiously every week. Me, you, Bob. I almost said your name again twice. Me, you, and Bobbi Jo Woods. So I hung out with Bobbi Jo Woods twice. She usually comes to the thing twice, and So definitely. Oh, you mentioned the sugar thing. So you just want to give people that don't know about your sugar, like real quick, or
Oh,
not
you want
really?
to know about my sugar? I don't share that until the third date. I'm
The
sorry.
third day, right? You don't give out the sugar to the third day. Awesome. Okay, no
Sorry.
problem. Yeah. But anything you want to say about that at any time, no problem. This is Weight Watchers does good things. They did good things for Jennifer Hudson, right? So.
Well,
Um,
Steve Ward was asking me when I was going to stop stuffing my face, and I told him that as long as I was human, I was going to eat 3 meals a day just like everybody else, and he can fuck off.
wow. Word quit.
So, Steve, if you're watching, love you. Bye.
we're like insult. Wait, I love you. Insult. Love
It's
you.
kind of that passive-aggressive G-plus nature that I think a lot of us have picked up,
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody has that, right? Everyone now with Tiffany Henry's butthurt or whoever. That's where I heard it, but I'm
Yeah,
sure.
when they, rage quit a hangout, they're like, okay, you guys, I love you, I'll see you later, and they leave, and everybody's like, block them.
Block them, uncircled. Yeah, why? I'm going to bed, except there's really a better hangout, which is what I'm going to
Yeah, I'm going to bed, but now the new hangout notification rings, and you're busted.
Oh, now that it rings, yeah, that's the new thing. That's something we can talk about much. What do you think about the ringing?
I
Is
hate
it
that.
annoying?
I fucking hate it. You know what? I don't want to know when my boo's trying to invite me to a sexy hangout. Sorry.
Tell the world what you epic think. All right.
I don't want anybody else to know about it. It should be secret. I like to keep that shit on the down low,
Joshua Woods said rage mute. What is going on between Aaron Wood and Tim Clary? My evil twin Manuel is not here yet. He'll be
Aaron
here
Wood and
later.
Tim Clary? Is it a bromance?
It is. You're a very vocal troll, Tim Clary. I don't know what's so vocal. They love each other.
I like Tim Clary when he's had a couple drinks.
I think everybody's like Tim Clary when he's had a couple of drinks. He's kind of like, well, guys, I don't know what happened. I missed the hurl. Hi, Tim. I drink
your milkshake. I'm going to drink his milkshake in New York City. We're going to have Tim Clary milkshake.
Wait a second. That sounded dirty. You're going to drink his milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard? And they're like, wow, that's kind of nuts. So Bobbi Jo called me the F word.
Dude, I got 40 notifications right now. I can't even look at
Oh, don't even look at you. You're not even allowed to look at notifications during the show. It's just like, why? Look at just refresh the stream with the comments is what I'm doing. Just hit refresh.
I know. I can't help it, but there's so much
there's so much love.
Racist comments and what's CPT time and.
Yeah, I have 911 people in my circle according to PE or Lane. I need to quit type raping. Okay, I will do that. Thanks. I don't know where that came from. Anyway. I can't follow it all. My fiance Bobbi Jo was looking so hot. That's from Tiffany Henry. Actually, I mean Brian McDonald, not Tiffany Henry. And Steve Ward's gonna get pit slapped. Does that mean Robert pit slapped? I don't know. Trying to translate this. Yeah, it totally sounded dirty. So, yeah. So how did we form the show? I think I basically said.
People ask that all the time, and I think, and this is just what I'm remembering, so you can correct me. But wasn't it just because we were kind of sick of seeing people doing major hangouts where there was oh, we have a special guest and we're going to talk to you, and 9 other people are all chatting at the same time, and the guest is kind of sitting there really?
Yeah.
I just felt like there wasn't that kind of attention that needed to be placed on that person, and so I think that was one of the reasons you started it. Am I right? I mean.
Yeah, that was it. We were hanging.
It was always people that you had hung out with in the past that you wanted to introduce to the rest of the G+ world and say, hey, this person does X, Y, Z, and they're talented, or they're really fun to hang out with, or they have special things to share with the world. And I think that was the reason we started this. Am I right?
Yeah, for sure. To showcase people in Hangouts. And it was also one of those things where it's like me and you were hanging out, and we were spending so much time on here where it was like, we could be even more productive. Not that we weren't being productive. And we were like, and we could do the show. And it's been taking a life of its own, who booking guests and who's going to be on the show. And, I wanted you on the show a long time ago, but you've been gracious, and someone's come along that could sing, play guitar, draw. I mean, those are just
I can't do anything.
Yeah, but you can design some really cool memes and cat a day and all that stuff. You are a web designer. Let's get into that. You are a web designer. And again, if there are any questions out there, ask them in the comment stream. We're fetching questions as things go along. You guys are having some kind of comment sex. Is that a new? Is it comment sex? What thread sex? What is the internet meme term for people talking about sex with each other in the show thread? Is there is it plus comment love? I don't know. I have no idea.
Comment.
Crazy comment love, crazy stupid comment love.
I think John Van likes to have comment sex.
Yes, he likes to calm in on sex. Wow, smoking. Should we get into
Wait, is this a smoking show? My bad.
I believe I have the non-smoking sign.
Smoking!
Please fasten your seatbelts, and you'll notice the no smoking sign is now turned off. So feel free to set the whole thing on fire if you want to. So you're a web designer, and you're in Minnesota, so you're in a place where it's usually cold and frozen, and you're designing websites for all kinds of people. I hear an echo.
I'm sorry. I just reset my camera, or it reset itself.
Your camera farted.
Camera farts. That's hot.
Yeah, and they don't smell, which is really what's cool. I love it. I love farting cameras that don't smell. So talk about your love of web design, how you got into web design. Do you love it? Is it something, a passion of yours? Wow. I was going to ask you about that.
You know what? I mean, to be honest, I'm sort of, I don't want to hate the game. I hate the player. Like, I kind of suck at it after a few years. I don't really feel like I'm keeping up with the web design world as much as I'd like to be quite frank. I enjoy bonding with my clients and like solving problems, and even as a kid, I just always loved puzzles and figuring things out and being kind of a sleuth and doing research. And so I feel like what I'm bringing to my clients is less about design and more about the function and basically kind of improving their bottom line with something that works and something that's clean and simple at the same time. I don't want to freelance forever. I want to be running an empire. I'm better at business and administration.
You mean like Empire Avenue? Anyway.
Let's not talk about that because I haven't signed into that in like 5 months. But
right.
no, I mean, if I was to say what my goals were in the next 5 years, I seriously want to just be running a successful business with a lot of people involved that are talented, more talented than me, because Lord knows I'm, feeling like I'm burning out and losing it a little bit. But not to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, just, that's my honest take on it. I started learning web design in '98 just out of curiosity. I started learning, doing graphics and things like that. I'm a Photoshop whore from hell, but it doesn't mean I'm good at it. It just means that I like to do things that are creative. I like to do things that are original, and I'm a pixel pusher. So
that's on your resume, Photoshop whore from hell, and I'm not gonna put that.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Awesome. Amy wants to know that something. She just said the word hot. Talk Bobbi Jo and hot at the same time. And you're getting plus F by P.E. Sharp. So this is a very dirty show. There's
Elaine! I love
all this sex and plus effing, and we can thank that Mo guy for the plus effing and comment sex, comment jerking. I'm sorry. Say it. Repeat.
Let's not bring the Mo thing up.
Oh no, I'm just saying that Mo was made a lot of things that work. That's all. He can make things work. Yeah. He can make things come to life.
We're not sure if it all works, but
it's an attempt that counts.
We haven't seen the yet.
Yeah, so I think we pretty much covered how the show, and we've been doing this show since September, and it's been running sort of on. It's like autopilot. No, it's not. But yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. Catterday, that's a major thing in our lives here on Google Plus, and we were doing. I think I could have sworn I just wrote Catterday. Not that I am saying that I came up with Catterday. I just said it was Saturday, so I used the C. But I guess shockingly enough, every idea has been thought of on Google Plus. So you ran with Catterday. Then, so Cheeseburger Ben, he basically came up with Catterday himself. Okay. I
don't know if he came up with it. I think that there were a bunch of people that were kind of following his culture and doing things that maybe came up with it. I think it's a crowdsource thing. I really do. Sort of like, how G+ memes come about, thanks to John Van Sickle. I don't think it's something that can be attributed to somebody. I need to wiki that shit, actually. Because I might have to owe somebody a check for Catterday.
Wow. Let me wiki that for you. That's what you have to do.
That sounded hot.
Braids wants to know in a very serious way. He wants to know at what Wow, I can't even ask it with a straight face. But at what point did you decide that web design was something that you wanted to get into?
You know, it was just curiosity. I got on the internet, much to my mother's chagrin. I had my own place for 5 years. I was doing the rat race. I had a corporate job that I was very good at, and I bought my first like computer like workstation. It was maddening. It was like the monitor and the keyboard and the CD-ROM and all this Windows 95, and I was so fucking excited, and it was ridiculous. And my mom's like, "I'm so happy that you can afford a computer." I mean, we're talking $3,000. I mean, back then, right? I think I'm still paying on a credit card somewhere, but that thing's in the dumpster as of like 98. But anyway, I just, you know, I was very intrigued by the web, and I wanted so badly to be part of it. And my mom was like, "Well, just don't get on that internet, honey, because you'll never leave your house." And you know,
she called it the. Don't you get on that internet? That internet is evil. Evil, I tell you.
I mean, you know, as much as my mom is like the voice of reason in my head, I really don't listen to her as much as I should. And within a few months, I was on the internet, and I have not left. I'm still fucking here, y'all. I'm still kicking ass. And I was looking at web pages and looking at, you know, things like online indexes that would talk about things. I would look things up. I kind of laughed in the face of the telephone book that was delivered to my door, and I was like, I don't need this shit. I have the internet.
Oh my God, Pee Wee Herman. Hi.
So I was just really intrigued by how pages were put together and how people were embedding media into them. And back then, you know, if you wanted to look at a video, it was literally like 120 pixels on the page, and you'd have to pause it and come back in an hour to watch 3 minutes.
Oh God, I remember. Do you remember like one picture, one JPG would take like 20 minutes for it to like slowly
like 640 by 480, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was really intrigued by them, and I decided to start looking at the background source. I decided to start looking at, I have to give credit to Joe at htmlgoodies.com. He's the one who got me into web design, and he has a lot of tutorials, and that site's still alive today. So,
what was the first, do you remember the first actual website you actually designed, like either professional or?
Yeah, I first actual website that I designed for a client was one of these women professional groups called Women in Networking of Minnesota, and I don't even know if their site exists anymore. It's been taken over years and years ago because they're all volunteers. They don't have a budget. They don't have anybody in-house. So my payment for that was a ticket to their convention with lodging and hotel and everything, and a lot of these people were my friends, so kind of a nice thing to have. And it was fun. We had a lot of fun, and they let me run their booth. And you're type raping me right now?
I am type raping. Sorry, but I just thought it was funny when you said that they let you run their booth. I always want.
No, because they were all in seminars. Because they were all in seminars and like banquets and stuff, and they didn't want to have any of their members miss out. I'm not a member, so they let me run their booth, and by that I mean like they let me have my business cards and my brochures and stuff out, and that was my first real business experience. And that was in 2000 or 99, so.
And so 99, so it's now 2011, so what, good 12 years you'd say you're a web designer, basically?
Yeah, and I was doing it all on the side of a regular full-time corporate job. I was a wrench in a big cog at 2 different corporate places, both managing insurance and financial services. And, you know, it was really boring, but you know, ever since I was a little kid, I was like, oh, I want to be an office monkey. I want to work with, like, I want to be on, like, the set of Murphy Brown. Like, all the office politics and all the drama and all the fun. And so that was what I studied to do. I studied to be a clerical assistant. But web design was something I was learning on the side of a job, and it was really interesting to me. And in 2005, I called my temp service because I was temping for a while.
Yeah.
Everybody knows if you want to find find a date or a job quickly, you do temp things and speed dating and things like that. So I called my temp service one day and I said, I'm not available because I had 3 clients on the horizon. I just paid my rent.
And they got so mad.
I just filled my pantry and had like one of those big like 24 packs of toilet paper, and I was like, F it. And I haven't looked back since, and I haven't had to get evicted or anything or whatever. I mean, it's a struggle, but.
That's cool. Well, yeah, I mean, you do what you love, and I know you probably even love Google Plus more than web design at this point, right? Is that fair to say? Hangouts and Google Plus, or it's
yeah.
like it's
I had a life, but Google Plus ate it.
Google plus H your life and your soul and everything else. There are a lot of questions coming in from the live stream. Let's get to a few of them. Some of them are pretty funny, as you may imagine. Some of those people out there are a little funny. Peter McDermott, let me thank you for putting up the link to the bigger screen. You put up the link to the bigger show so people can watch
good.
me and you.
Now you can all see my pores.
Oh, I love your pores.
You hear my damn cat? Can you believe this?
Yeah, you want to bring up your cat? Let's meet your cat.
This is
Can you
my
meet your
fucking
cat?
show, you little bitch.
Wow, that How to Talk to Your Cat by Bobbi Jo Woods.
No, I'm just teasing. You know, I cuddled her earlier today, and I had her in my lap, and then as soon as somebody else was talking, she's like, really, 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 me. No, I just reached for her and she ran away. So.
Peter also wants to know that you were just type raped by an expert, me, Matt Rappaport. So I hope you enjoyed.
She can has a retarded sometimes, my cat.
Yeah. Well, hopefully your cat didn't get scared when I type raped the audience. Someone actually said in a post that they thought when I put a type raping thing up, they thought I said try raping and not type raping by their quick reading. So no, type.
Oh, was that the Anthony?
Yeah, I put up Andy's video where Andy was making fun of type rapers and he was like with his tongue out. Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah. You asked me a question about. What?
Yeah.
The one in the chat here.
Yeah. I asked you.
Oh, I'll be real quick with that. I am diabetic. I'm type 2 diabetic. I was not diagnosed as a child. I basically made myself diabetic, or my body decided to be diabetic. Both my parents have it. I have relatives who have it, so I suspect part of that was in the genes, and probably part of it was just, working crazy. No, working crazy hours, and this isn't funny. This is serious. Working crazy hours and having bad eating habits, like eating on the run. I'm sure we've all done it. And, once I got diagnosed, it was actually a blessing in disguise because I'm on medication that controls my blood sugar and really has helped me with my health. And I've stopped, doing crazy stuff like not getting enough sleep and, getting more active. I had a leg injury for a couple of years that kept me from being more active. And now that I'm doing all that, I'm feeling awesome. I mean, I'm bouncing out of bed and I'm losing weight. So thank you for asking, Tiffany. I appreciate it. And if there is anybody watching who's diabetic, I always welcome comments, questions, tips. I'm considering starting a circle. So if you know anybody that's interested, hit me up.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't making light of it, but I have the same fear because my dad has it and my mom's father had it, and so I know that he lost over it, and I'm constantly watching my blood sugar, and so it's been good, but I mean obviously lack of exercise and eating wrong and all that stuff, you can get tons of things, so it's scary for sure. But people have been able to get rid of it, but anyway.
Oh yeah, I have friends who have basically reversed their blood sugar to normal, but the thing is diabetes is sort of like alcoholism or drug addiction. You're always going to be a diabetic, but you're able to maintain. You can get off meds. You can get your life back. It takes a lot of strict discipline and willpower and just visiting your doctor and taking their advice.
Yeah, so I think that it is a very serious disease, and hopefully everyone, but it is, and I wasn't joking when I say internet, it's true. I could sit 12 hours more, 20 hours, you've sat more here at the computer and not even getting up. So that's really what I meant, not that the internet is to blame.
I get up quite frequently, and I walk. I live on a hill, and I walk up and down the hill like once every 3 days, or excuse me, 3 times a week. I just went yesterday. I'm going tomorrow, and I went on Tuesday. So I like to walk very briskly, and I also get up and I do things all over the house because I'm so retarded. I left my phone 3 rooms away one day, and then for some reason I repeated that, and now it's become a habit. And actually, my phone is in the bedroom right now. And when it went off at 5 o'clock, I missed my shot. So, yeah, I'm kind of like a blonde in disguise sometimes.
Everyone wants you to talk about hot. And someone actually, that's kind of like Renata's question. Renata actually said, describe your ideal hot geek, examples. And then Tim Clary wanted to say, does the hot geek, do they have epic mustaches? So Anyway, do you want to talk about what makes a hot geek? Or
I think geeks are hot just because they're fascinated by the world around them. They're fascinated by the intricacies and the oddities and the beauty, and they're fascinated by math. They love math and science, which
all geeks?
not all geeks, but they all geeks appreciate it maybe, but maybe they don't all are fanatics. I've never understood math and science, and that makes me sort of a retard because supposedly math is logical and always makes sense. But I'm not logical, and I never make sense, so I'm kind of attracted to people that understand things like that. I seriously think the brain is like the hugest sexual organ there is. If you're smart and you get all that shit, I'm like on you like flies on shit. I mean, really, that's what I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to the brain. And don't even say what I think you're gonna say right now.
There's two paths I can go by. There heaven. I was gonna say obviously.
My dad was a very smart man, and I'm very attracted to people that are like him. So, you know.
Yeah, when you said the brain is the largest organ that I like on a man, I would say that's what she said.
I didn't say that. I said the brain is the largest sexual organ. Don't twist my words, bro.
Big sexual. What's the difference, really? I just got muted, so if you can still hear me, something's wrong with your headphones. Diabolical. So there are a lot of questions. A lot of people watching. I'm not a big math and science fan, and I think it's annoying. That's because I'm an artist, but. Yeah, there was a question from, I have to scroll up here.
From Monica, too, earlier that I didn't catch.
Monica asked a question? Yeah, there were a few on your page. I'm going to go look. I know Nita in India who's sleeping because it's too early for her to ask.
I love you, Nita! I know you're going to watch the recording later.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for all of you that are watching the recording on YouTube and everywhere else. She asked, what are you going to do with all your millions, I believe? Or how did you make all those millions? Something along those lines.
If I have millions, somebody needs to come over here and find that shit because it is lost.
Yeah, you lost your millions. You spent them on Saturday pictures.
I seriously, if she's talking about followers, I'm not quite at 1 million yet, but I'm like ready to hide my circle count. I'm ready to hide all that shit because it's like, it's something that I think about, but I don't really want to care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as money goes, I know where every red cent is, girl, and it's all going to New York City, and after that, I have to probably sell fruit on the corner. So I don't know where she thinks I have millions, or myself,
maybe, joking. Yeah.
On the corner, but yeah, I love you, Nita, and I hope that answers your question. Maybe not the way you wanted, but Sally.
Wow, Peter McDermott, really? Peter McDermott just Miami. How many times have you your blank in the last blank? Wow. Wow, when was the last time you blankety-blanked? I haven't blankety-blanked in a while.
You know what? Anyway. I don't believe in blankety-blank before marriage, so...
What? True story? Cool story? Bro? No.
No, I have a lot of experience, but I'm like, trying to, like, be...
Yeah, I don't shoot blank.
You know, kind of thing.
Right, yeah. Daniel Enlow has joined us in Laughlin.
Hi, Daniel!
Hey, Daniel. Did I mention everybody? There's a lot of people. Renata, we said hi. Jason, who's the weapons guy, he's here. Dan LeVay, Joshua Woodward, Dario, Tiffany, Tim Clary, Hermine.
I don't know any Jason.
Houseco is his name, his last name. He's the guy that does the swords, the martial arts guy from England, Australia.
Hi,
James Mann. You get a hi. Hi, how you doing?
Keep your nunchucks away from me.
You better not chuck those up or hurl.
I think I have the wrong... I mean, I don't think that's a martial... Is that a martial art?
Yeah, nunchucks. These nunchucks.
I mean, I like the geeks, but sometimes they're a little geeky, you know? The Renfest guys and all that shit. Like, no. Leave that shit at home, bro.
They're just too geeky. This is speaking of Peter, he asked the question to kill all questions. He says, what drives you nuts about Plus Matthew Rappaport? And I said everything, but... Anyway.
Oh, Peter, where do I start?
How much time do we have on the show? Show's over.
And by nuts, you mean not me, like, drooling in a cup, like, because I'm hot for him, but nuts like you fucking drive me crazy.
Or he may mean that. He might mean both. Who knows? We are secret lovers, according to Leon.
Matthew has made me cry so many times, I can't even tell.
With laughter.
He's trying to make light of it, but it's true. No, talking to Matthew sometimes is trying to, like, nail Jello to a tree sometimes because
You've done that? Okay.
he's like, I've tried, but anyway, the tree ran away. But anyway, the whole thing with Matt is I feel like we're brother and sister. Like, I know when I meet him in New York, I'm probably going to give him a big hug and then I'm going to kick his ass, right? Because there's always this kind of back and forth. We don't always agree on things, but the thing is like we're a lot alike, and I think that's what endears me to him. So we're always interrupting people. We're always doing nonsense. We both love Back to the Future and cats and all kinds of crazy stuff on the interwebs. So I guess that's why I'm a little nuts about him.
Oh, that was sweet of you. Doc, you're not going to believe it. 1955?
Blocked what?
Blocked. Nuts. Doc. Oh, I like you too. I'm glad that you've been around. I'm glad that you've been doing the show with me for all this time. You know,
Peter, somebody else asked questions for a while.
Uh-oh, whoopsie. Actually, there were questions from other people, but they're all like mixed up. I hope that comes in the future where if people ask a question, it gets like sent in a separate, or there's a form or something so I can separate the questions from the funny.
You can set up a Google Doc for that.
Yeah.
Or maybe Mohammed can do an extension for that.
Whoa, that would be cool.
You know, I love his extension.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what many people are talking about. We talked about the type frame. What?
And if you're watching, hey, Mohammed.
Uh-oh. Wow, this show just got HAWT plus Muslim plus Canadian plus extension. There is a question that was hidden. Aaron wants to know, do you like stalkers or shun them? Wow, our viewpoints seem hazy on this. Okay, Aaron Wood, thanks for that. Next question.
Do I like stalkers? I don't have stalkers. I have admirers. I think there's quite a difference.
Yeah, I guess he wants to know the difference, maybe.
Well, the difference between a stalker and an admirer is the stalker is like asking for your address, and an admirer just plus fucks the shit out of everything you do and believes everything you say and wants to green box you, and that's probably about the difference.
And for those people that don't know what plus love or plus effing is, do you want to just go over that real quick, what you mean by that? Those are the people that maybe not on Google Plus yet?
I thought you could wrap that up better.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess plus loving is when you either go through somebody's stream and you plus one them multiple times, like even 2 times could count, but 3 and 4.
Like a thumbs up or a like on Facebook. God forbid I bring that up, but it's like when you go through somebody's stuff and just basically approve all of it.
Right, exactly. But and usually in a short amount of time, and there's extensions, speaking of which does that automatically, but we won't get into that. But yeah, and you get all these notifications. So you get like your notification goes from like 2 to like 99 in like 10 minutes. But so yeah, let's get to a G4 before I get to more questions. My own G4 that I wrote. G4 is a this or that rapid fire type of deal. It's going to be a Sophie's choice because you know how hard I like to make it. Let's put up the graphic because we have great graphics here. I need artists on the show. There we go. I am not an artist.
Where's Cliff and Tim and Paul? Paul's usually in the chat.
Paul's probably busy. Paul discovered Hangout Poker. Oh, I didn't talk about that. Hangout Poker. I played it with Paul and Tiffany and Tim, and it was all right. It's Scream with Poker and.
Wasn't Lori there too? Lori Desautel?
She invited, but she wasn't playing. But yeah, it's all right. It needs improvement. There needs to be some time limits and they suck your money away when someone else loses their money. It's weird. But here we go. G4, Bobbi Jo Woods. This is going to be tough. Cat or your Hangout sign?
Matt, I'm frozen. I can't click on anything, and I think I muted myself.
I can hear you, though.
My video just went spastic, and my unmuted myself.
We have technical issues. I still see and hear you. Are you good now?
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it does that. It farts. There's like that's one thing they're working on where there's a freeze fart that happens.
They're farting, Hangouts?
Yeah, the Hangouts fart, not me. I'll do that later.
All right, so I already picked number 1. Why don't I pick number 4?
Oh, no. This one's not a picking. This is just, the picking is the beginning and the end.
I was confused.
That's all right. You haven't seen the show. Let's see. Number 1, cats or Hangout signs? Your Hangout signs that you make. Really? You're going to choose your Hangout signs? All right, over cats.
You told me yell at that feline.
Hey, so your cat is queen, right?
She thinks so, yeah.
She thinks she's the queen? Okay, cool.
Her Royal Highness.
You make a lot of pages. We didn't get into them just yet, or you have a lot of pages?
I think I'm cut off.
No, I have like 22, so you can keep going if you want to.
No. I want to cut myself off.
You should cut yourself off, especially when you are doing a lot of things. I Has It Confused or That's Hot? Which one do you pick?
Oh, That's Hot. 20 times over.
So how did you get into I Has It Confused? It's just something you say, right?
I've been saying it for a couple months, and I know I didn't make it up. Some gamer/cartoon people made it up. I think it's another thing that's crowdsourced. But anyway, yeah, that's hot all the way, all the freaking way. And the fact is, I spell it different than Paris Hilton, so yeah, Paris, I'm not returning your calls. I don't owe you any checks. Sorry.
No royalties will be paid at any time. Number 3, mute war.
I think she's trying to trademark fuchsia, though.
Is she? She tries to trademark too much stuff. And Paris Hilton's actually, I think, in the top 10 or 20 on Google Plus. She's up there, which is weird. Yeah. Anyway, we won't get into that. Paris Hilton, you're no Dari Musk.
Paris Hilton, you're blocked.
What? That's hot. Number 3, Mute Wars or Rage Quit? Which one do you like doing better?
I love Rage Quit. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love to mute war people, but I like to say the word Rage Quit more fun. It's more fun for me. It's like a swear word, like James Lipton. What's your favorite swear word? Rage Quit.
Rage Quit it is. Have you ever Rage Quit?
I've Rage Quit twice in my Hangout life. And there's people that know about it, and there's people that don't, and the ones that don't missed out.
Yeah, and I Rage Quit very rare, randomly, but not usually, not much. I did one time.
No, I'm not applying the term as to like, oh, whatever, I'm out of here. I literally screamed at somebody and left a Hangout.
Wow. Can we hear what that scream was like? Can you give us an example or no? I'll take my headphones, so I'll go like this.
I'm afraid they might be watching.
All right. Anyway, number 4, last and not least, the most important question you've ever been asked: Spam or bacon?
Oh my God, you didn't. Spam is my first love because that's what my mom would prepare things from Spam. Not constantly, but it was like a treat. Also, I've had boyfriends who used to make Spam musubi, and they were awesome at it. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Hawaiian sushi treat.
What? Spam musubi?
Musubi. Subi. I think I can't believe I have to spell shit in the chat room. Not even like
Spam, S-H-I-T, musubi. Okay, like wasabi.
Musubi.
What exactly is it besides Spam?
Rice and Spam and seaweed. And if you want to, you can flavor the rice with the traditional vinegar / herbs or whatever, pickles, ginger. But yeah, it looks like sushi and it has Spam in it. But if I have to pick, it'd have to be bacon. Bacon wins every time.
Oh, Spam just got dissed. You got this, Spam. You just
I love the Monty Python.
You set it up to love Spam, and then it's
Spam.
Brian Aldridge. You set it up. That was clever. You set it up to say I love Spam, but guess what? I like bacon better.
You know what? I'm a woman. I can change my mind.
You can multitask too, I heard. That's cool. Hey, Cliff Rock, hold your horses. You'll be here next week. He wants to know when we're going to shoot his promo. No rush or anything.
Sunday! Does that work for you?
Sunday! Shush. Whatever we do, Cliff, you can draw something fast. I hear you know how to do that very fast. Dan wants to see your kitty. Can we see your pussy cat, or that's against the dirty...
Dan who?
Dan LeVay. Is that how you say his name? He wants to see your pussy cat. Lavelle? I don't know.
I thought Dan Lavelle was like 10 and played for the other team or something. I don't know.
Whoa, but anyway, that's a good
And
call.
you missed my cat. I tried to pick her up and she ran off. I'm so sorry. And I didn't say anything mean to you just now.
No, I don't think he took offense to it. I mean, he's not Carter Gibbs. I mean, he's not gay. I mean, he's gay. Well, I'm in a hole right now. We love you. We love all people. We're not on CPT time. We love all colors, shades, creeds, everything. This is why Google Plus rocks. Everyone's here. There's so many people here. And we meet all kinds of whack jobs that we like so much. What else? What other questions? There's a lot of things going on. Is auto plus love really plus love? I don't know, Tim Clary. That seems like a deep question. Elaine says, just so you know, one of my followers wrote, every time I see the word such and such is hanging out I immediately imagine you walking around with your genitals hanging out. Alrighty then, tuck it in, kid.
Is that PE? I love you, PE.
Yeah, I've said that too. Like I've said that with the hangout.
I think Joe Frawley mentioned that in a hangout the other night. He was like, if you're not hanging out, you're not really hanging out.
Exactly. You're not. It's
But,
not a true.
I mean, if you want to hang out, literally, go for it. I mean, if I don't like it, I'll just leave. Or I'd like to see Hangouts have a way for me to mute somebody's video.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And not necessarily everybody else having to see that, because I'm sorry, sometimes I like to hang out with, person X, Y, and Z, but not so much B. So
Right.
if I could just mute their audio and their video and not even pretend they're there.
Yeah, without having to block them, you're saying. Block does that.
Exactly, and I don't want to have to rage quit or block somebody just because maybe I'm PMSing and they just pissed me off yesterday, and I still want to hang out with all the rest of my people, But good question, Elaine. I don't like to hang out in Hangouts, but I like to hang out.
And I like to hang out like that too, not like the way just normal, not like with my pants off, but yeah, I hear you. Does it? Yeah, I think I'm sure about that. I'm still thinking about it, but so guys and girls, the same thing applies to hanging out. Like if a girl, is it still called hanging out if it's a girl? Because
you know what? I have to say, I have seen a lot of cleavage in Hangouts. And I think the girls are more guilty than the guys, quite frankly.
Yeah, so does cleavage count as hanging out? I mean, we're not going to say anyone's guilty, Raleigh Burke, but, so yeah, Conversations Plus will come. Don't worry, I won't end it just yet. We have a lot more coming up, a lot more show. Conversations Plus will be after the show. And I guess Bobbi Jo put up the logo. That's the logo right there. For those of you wondering, that's the after show. We'll have a bunch more audience members in here and some special guests. Hopefully in the next 15-20 minutes, depending on how I wrap this up. I know Bobbi Jo is usually, I know it's her this time, but she's usually like, dude, an hour's gone by. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on. Something like that. But awesome, Bobbi Jo. Will you be? Come back, Bobbi Jo. Come back. You got the Hangout logo. Never.
No. I was listening to you, and you were kind of talking about the show, and I thought, okay, we'll do a little station break.
Little station identification.
I kind of miss doing my job. I feel like I'm usually kind of doing crowd control and answering questions or relaying questions. I'm always talking our drop-in guest or the next guest and saying, okay, you're on. I'm always yelling at you in the chat about how you spell people's names or pronounce people's names. So I feel like I'm kind of off duty tonight, aren't I?
Yeah, you are off the duty. You are off the hook. You don't have to worry about this guy. I got it. I'm doing my best.
You said duty.
I said duty free. You should go there. Monica, yeah, so I'm going to get to her questions. I'm finding them. She has questions. I have answers. You have more answers. Monica says, what would you do with a Klondike bar?
What would I do for a Klondike? Oh, wow.
She says with a Klondike bar. Did she mean for?
I'm sure she meant for.
Okay, but maybe you should add to both.
Monica, if you're trying to try on kinky, I like the side of you a lot.
I like the cut of your jib, Monica.
I think, what would I do with a Klondike? Well, I would eat that shit because I'm a fat and I love ice cream.
Wow!
All fat love ice cream. But I'm becoming a little, I think, lactose intolerant lately. So, maybe I would do something for a Klondike bar, but I probably wouldn't eat the whole thing.
Okay. Eventually you might.
Question?
And she also wants to know, where'd you hide the bodies? Where'd you hide the bodies?
Oh, there's a secret storage facility here in the metro area, Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and I'm not going to divulge that secret area, but if you notice anybody missing on G+, who said that, then that's where they are.
7 minutes till the hour is up, Elaine. Yes, we are sure. There's no time limit. We just feel things out. And you guys watching the show, if you say you want more show, we're going to give you more show. If you say, would you just get on with it already? We'll get on with it, and then we'll make up our own minds. But this new format has changed things up. And the fact that you guys are kind of almost part of the show at the same time with the comments and watching us, and we're able to call you out and relay what you're saying and go back in time with the flux capacitor. It's pretty cool. She also, Monica is not done. She's got a 50-part question here. On a more serious note, she wants to know about the coolest trip you ever took in your entire life, which will probably be the New York City Hurl. But until you do that, was there one that comes to mind?
You know, I've had a couple of cool trips in my lifetime. I went to San Francisco once, and I liked it there. I'm not sure I'd
Uh-oh, Bobbi Jo, you froze. Is it the farting again?
like the rest of California.
Okay.
Like, you know? Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
you farted. Yeah, you farted.
What part did I stop at?
You said, I've been to San Francisco, California, and something, something, what you just said.
Oh, I was just saying that I liked San Francisco. I liked visiting Berkeley. I liked visiting the Ghirardelli shop. I liked visiting the ocean, but I did not wade in it because there were seashells and other trash and things like that all over the place. But I liked San Francisco because the Fisherman's Wharf. I liked Alcatraz. I love the weather. I mean, we were there in May, and it was like, I think it was 50 degrees during the day, and at night it like dropped down to like 44, 45. It was gorgeous. To me, it was like a perfect spring.
You're from Minnesota, so it's like, that's a heat wave.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh my God, rage quit.
Everybody has a jacket on. You're like, jacket? It's 50 degrees. I don't need any stinking jacket.
Well, according to my weather desktop right now, Weather Channel says it's 38 and feels like 38. The snow is melting all day. But up until yesterday, it was 19, and the Weather Channel said feels like 2. So that's not really that cold. I mean, here in Minnesota, once it gets down to like below in the double digits, then you can start complaining about cold. But before that, if you do, you're a pussy, pretty much. but I enjoyed San Francisco. I enjoyed traveling to New Mexico. When I was a kid, and we went to the White Sands Desert, and we played like it was snow, and took pictures and buried each other, and it was awesome. And also Nashville. I've been to Nashville. Hey, Peter. But
Nashville.
The thing I like about Nashville, 98 fucking degrees in the shade at 6 in the morning. Really? Shirts stuck to you like August, okay? Seriously.
Really?
Disgusting. Like, I wanted to rage quit.
Peter, if you want to tell us about this sickly heat, this disgusting heat, I mean, you know, 50 degrees is fine, but 98 degrees, you're like...
But you know what? Nashville is gorgeous. I saw the Smoky Mountains, which I think is Gatlinburg. I visited Dolly World. I visited the Opryland. I visited the actual Grand Ole Opry and saw a show. My cat is yelling at me right now. God forbid I should have all the attention. So maybe it would make her happy if I let her type for a minute. Hi, kitty. I think the people in Nashville are really nice.
I would love your kitty to type rape the world, but anyway.
That's all she had. That's all she got was OB. I don't know where that came from, but
OB?
For the people that are watching, you can't see that she just typed OB in the chat. I arrested her.
Apparently, she likes doctors that help women have babies, right?
Exactly. I have 77 notifications right now, and I'm
That's hot.
so like disgusted that I can't touch any of them right now.
Wow, that's what she
I'm
said.
afraid to freeze. Yeah, and I can't find my That's What She Said card, so this is the best I can do right now. It's hands up.
Wow, Tim Clare wants you to vote. More show, no more. But either way, we're going to have Conversations Plus, which will be awesome, too. You know, the Hangouts API does let you, they're talking about poker in here.
Oh, it's 25 after almost. We need to get Ryan in here.
Yeah,
right?
we should. I don't know who you're talking about. We're going to find a surprise, and I'm going to work on that as well. But
yeah, we're going to have Ryan Crow on.
We're going to have someone, we're going to have, like, I think Seacrest is going to be here. I think we got Ryan Seacrest to come in.
Oh, then I'm for sure going to rage quit.
Are you going to rage quit? He's too busy in New Year's Eve. So, BJ, while I'm going to take care of our surprise, you want to just throw off a few of your pages? You made 10 pages. We mentioned a few of them. You want to talk about them and what the goal is? No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you want to just talk about your pages as I contact the surprise for a bit, for about 2 minutes?
You know, I started one page, which was my brand, which is B Woods Design. Circle it up. It's B.Woods and Design. It's 3 words. That is my brand page. I admittedly am a little behind on promoting it, and I do log in a couple days a week and circle people back. I circle everybody back with all my pages because, you know, I want them to feel the circle love. I have Catterday. I have what's called Cool Story Bro. I can attribute that to Raleigh Burke, who says it constantly. I have, what did I say, Catterday, Cool Story Bro. I have a hangry. And I'm going to give credit to M. Monica for that one because she was the one who shared a post that just defined what a hangry is. And a hangry is when you're so hungry that you're angry, and it defines your emotional state at that time. So I have a hangry, thanks to you, Monica. And, you know, I have a couple other pages that are just fun for tagging. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even remember what they all are. But
yeah, that hot geeks, that's hot. Who said that is a good one. Who said that I use all the time. You mad bro, right? Is that one yours? No, it's not. All right.
No, you mad bro?
Who said, I'm not mad that I got it wrong. So our surprise should be here hopefully shortly. And those of you watching, thank you for watching. It's been fun so far. We're having a good time. Peter McDermott's enjoying himself. Tim Clary enjoys rocking. He said rock out with your cork out. I didn't know Tim Clary was from Massachusetts.
I actually do need to seal. I've got a window that needs some of that. So.
Wow. Interesting. Scary, but... spam or bacon is easy. Bacon, even though Matthew Rappaport still owes me a sandwich, dude. Really? Spam? Really? Really? Okay, we won't get into anything related to what I owe or not owe people anyway, especially those that have been well fed. Like cats and dogs and other things. But, James Williams, I'm glad you're here, and everyone that's joined us so far. Anyone have any other questions? I was going to ask you real quick a G4 from our very first show as a memory. This is the G4 that I asked Daniel Arendare, so it might not make sense at all. But number one, which is Hangout on Google Plus or Hangout in real life?
Oh, you know what? I really want to hang out in real life with everybody, but it's kind of like a third date, so I'd rather hang out first.
Okay, you'd rather hang out first, but there's no way you can decide which one you
prefer. Well, plus I can sit here pantsless and braless, you know.
Right, which you're obviously doing all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Should I stand up?
It's your call.
Is it pantsless?
Do it. Now everyone's going to ask you to stand up. TV theme songs, awesome or awful?
Is what?
TV theme songs, awesome or awful?
I think TV theme songs are awesome. They don't have them much anymore, but
no, they don't.
Frankly, I mean, you can't get much better than like The Facts of Life or Welcome Back, Kotter, or you know, there's some really
Welcome back. We just got copyright violated. What?
You're muted.
Me? I'm muted?
You asked me a question and you interrupt me. Who asked me what drives me nuts about Matthew? This is one thing right here.
Oh, I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I was just trying to get everything sorted. My bad.
Awkward.
No, you said you were singing Welcome Back, Kotter, weren't you? Sort of?
I wasn't singing anything. You interrupted me and started singing.
Oh, my bad. I would never do that. I would never bring anyone on to interrupt you to start singing or playing guitar. That's a crazy notion. Do you think I'd ever do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. We might do that soon. I might have to have you be interrupted by someone that could do that. I don't know if I'll
I stopped paying attention about 10 minutes ago.
Hey, real quick, so more of a disgrace, Chipotle, Taco Bell, or Qdoba? Do you even frequent any of those places? Not really.
I like Taco Bell, but I like Taco John's better, especially because when they have the Christmas commercial, Jose Feliciano sings the Feliz Navidad from Taco John's.
Nice.
And also they have these amazing potato things called potato olays, and Taco Bell is copying them now.
Yeah,
but I probably eat Taco Bell twice a year. But I love Chipotle. The only thing with Chipotle is I can never finish a burrito. So I ordered the kind without meat because I don't want to microwave it and it'll be gross.
And last but not least, it was Texas is more obsessed, but I'll say Minnesota. Is Minnesota more obsessed with sports or food?
Minnesota is obsessed with sports and food.
Okay, that's fair.
Especially if like you're at a Vikings game or a Twins game. You're really stupid if you don't get a hot dog and nachos.
Wow.
Minnesotans are also obsessed with food on a stick. I think our state fair was the first one to start things on a stick. We started started what's called the Pronto Pup. Most people know it as a corn dog. We have pickles on a stick. We have deep-fried Snickers on a stick. They have Kool-Aid on a stick.
Wait, deep-fried Snickers, stop right there. Deep-fried Snickers, is that, like,
Yeah,
once you bite into that?
They take a Snickers bar, they dip it in batter, and they deep-fry that shit and put it
So
on.
describe to us that first bite, like, the first time you had that deep-fried Snickers, then why it, like, is it instant, like, huzzah?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to marry it, but I only could have 2 bites because it was way too rich for me. I had to share it with some people.
Wow, that sounds nutty. Awesome. Well,
You're nutty!
You're nutty. Oh my God! Why is there a guy with a hat and a guitar? And it's Ryan Van Sickle, kids. Whoa! What are you doing here? Speaking of Canadian, welcome to Hangout Conversations.
How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good to have you. Cool. And welcome to the show. This is our second live on-air stream show, and you are our first musical guest on the Google Plus.
For 2012.
For 2012. Welcome. Happy New Year, by the way. I hope you had a nice
New Year to you guys.
New Year.
Happy New Year, all.
So you want to talk a little bit about what your celebration was like? Any cool things that you did? Oh no, am I frozen? What?
No, I can see you.
Okay, good.
Oh. You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Did you know? Yeah.
Well, my New Year's was very, very, very relaxed. I actually was at my sister's house. Everyone was in bed except her and I, and we woke.
Uh-oh. Frozen.
Wow. Oh, was it happen to you too, Bobbi Jo? Did you hear what he said?
No, he stopped.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Maybe. Yeah, you were at your sister's, and everything was.
Well, at my sister's, everyone was asleep, and her and I were up, and we just watched Jaws.
Nice. So was that the last movie you saw of 2011?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty sad.
No, what? You're with the family, right? That sounds sad. And you got to watch a Spielberg movie. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was with family. Everyone was. No.
Really, bro?
What? There's a delay, I think, or there's something happened. I don't know if it's connected. Is it Canadian connection?
What kind of internet are you on, bro?
Canadian. No, I'm just kidding. We love Canada. It just seems like you're freezing. I don't know.
Here, yeah.
Oh. Craziness. So you are a musician. I alluded to that. And you are from Canada, which is awesome. There's nothing like a Canadian musician. It looks like you were ready to sing like 20 minutes ago as you freeze. I'm scared that the freezing, why it's happening. Why?
Did I freeze again?
Yeah, it's kind of like a freezing kind of thing where it's not sure why. If you're watching live, let us know how the freezing is, and if it's just us that are nutty, I don't know. Because if you're not frozen for them, then that'd be awesome. Yeah, so
you guys aren't freezing at all.
Cool. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's periodic. Are you on a laptop? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Not sure. So I do a G4. But you look like you're ready to go into a song. Do you wanna go into a song?
You do whatever you want.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Because all right, we'll let you hold that guitar on your knee and leave it imprint a little bit longer. All right, G4 is a rapid fire. This one's pretty hard. Guitar or singing? Which one do you prefer? So this or that type of thing.
Singing.
Singing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Springsteen or Dylan? And Frozen, Tundra. Is it because you're in Minnesota? Is that why he keeps freezing? You guys are far north. He keeps freezing up there. You bring it to our show.
It's the cold weather freezing, everything.
Freezes all the internet connections.
But I said Springsteen.
Okay, cool. Favorite cover of all time that either you've done or that you've heard done? Or both?
Favorite cover that I've done?
Yeah, and that you've heard done. Maybe 2 answers.
Favorite cover I do all the time is I Still Am Found on a Moving for U2. Probably one of my favorite songs. And I think one of the best cover songs I've ever heard somebody do is probably Katie Lang, a Canadian, doing Hallelujah.
Oh,
Leonard
that's really
Cohen
good.
tells. Yeah.
That's an awesome song. Yeah, definitely. Jeff Buckley does a great cover of that too, which
I knew you were
everyone
gonna
knows.
say that.
You knew you were gonna say it. It's like I have to say it. The man died, right? Doesn't Jeff Buckley
I
come
knew
on?
that was coming.
Yeah, he's like, I know how it works. It's like the same old jazz. All right, and last but not least, what's like the best concert either you performed or a concert you've gone to, or both? Kind of the same deal, like.
Sure. A couple experience. I mean, concert. I got front row, dead center, Springsteen.
Cool.
Got front row, and it was an incredible concert. I mean, the place was just one big pot cloud. It was pretty amazing.
Wow, that's pretty cool. A pot cloud. So I don't know what the freezing is. I mean, I want you to play a song, but I'm not sure what's going to happen when you start playing what the freeze deal is. So I'm not sure. Has this happened before? It could just be the freeze. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. It hasn't happened to me before. But
I'm not sure.
we just chatting.
Yeah. Cool. So I was going to go into a song now. Bobbi Jo, do you have any thoughts? You are the first guest.
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing some stuff, and I'm glad to see you in this, what is it, this, wherever it is you're at. I think before you had a backdrop behind you, and you were playing, and you were, like, farther away. I couldn't see you. But, yeah, rock on. It'll be fun.
Maybe Bobbi Jo wants to sing.
She loves cats.
No, you know what? I sang from the 2nd grade until the 12th grade in choir at church and in school. And in junior high, they were like, "Oh, you can't be both a band member and a choir member." I played the trumpet because I have really thin lips, and they were like, "You should play the trumpet because you have thin lips." I'm like, I don't get that.
Nice. But by the way, that's a beautiful cat you have.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, she's over there going, yep.
She's like, attention, please.
Yeah, she is. She's Her Royal Majesty, so.
Awesome. Yeah, I say let's go for it. Whatever happens, happens. If you freeze, we'll fill in the lyrics, and then for the 5 minutes.
If we freeze, we'll just go on with it, huh?
We'll freeform. It is what it is. It's live. It's fun.
What do you want? Do you want a cover song or do you want an original? What do you want?
Oh, what do I want? I don't know. If you do a cover song, I would say try to make it like mix it up badly enough so there's no idea it's a cover song if that's possible. I don't really know what all the rules of all that stuff is yet. So change a couple of words, change a couple of chords, or I'm cool with original. I mean, it's your call.
Do it for you.
All right, it's Ryan Van Sickle.
Can you hear it all right?
Rock. Yeah, I hear it. It's good. And you got the harmonica ready. Sweet. You're frozen, of course. Start the song.
It'll just keep going.
All right, cool. Ryan Van Sickle.
Neon sun shining through the hotel window. Empty bottle on the night. Keep playing, watch you breathe. Drink. Your heartbeat, cool and blowing touch of your skin. Those of the world fade into the night. Darkness keeps it. They still chase their dreams into the night. Like stars in the ancient midnight sky. Outside cars rush by into the night. around that highway of broken dreams all alone, holding on to promised daylight dreams. I close my eyes, drift away into the night. We're falling angels tread into the night, where burning desires fade, and desperate loves break the chains. Into the night, where darkness keeps they still chase their dreams. Sure, the sun will rise, bringing new day. Night's flame is fading, but we'll find a way to keep the fire burning. Baby, let's into the night.
Awesome. And I actually had the fire up when you said fire. So that was pretty good. I didn't even know. Yeah, there was some freezing involved, but I'm not sure. Oh, you got Timmy Hortons. That was Lucas Johnson's favorite thing up there. That's good. I need some bucks.
Tim Hortons, there you go.
There you go. That's Canadian blood tradition. Yeah, I think the freezing, maybe it has to do with your connection. Maybe we're going to do Conversations Plus next where we'll start a new Hangout, so maybe that'll fix things.
Yeah.
And Bobbi Jo hopefully will come on back. But yeah, that was an awesome song. The parts, most of it that we heard, but it was still kind of cool. The way it was still cool. It was like kind of like a slow motion, kind of interesting, like in and out type of thing. But everyone's saying you're great, and someone actually mentioned Tara Naomi did a Hallelujah cover, which is pretty good. I don't know if you met Tara Naomi, but
no, I haven't met her. I know of her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that was really awesome. She has a great voice, I think you said.
Yeah, he sounded good.
Yeah, you did.
When he wasn't freezing.
Yeah, when you weren't freezing. Yeah,
what kind of connection have you got to the internet, to the inner tubes?
Apparently a very bad one.
I mean, is it direct, right, like cable or DSL?
No,
or
it's wireless.
Oh.
So like Wi-Fi then, or that's what it is?
I wonder if you're gonna hang out with the rest of the group afterwards, if there's any chance you could maybe move your laptop to a better signal in the house or in the studio or wherever you're at.
Oh.
I didn't hear you. You froze.
I'll give it a go.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I mean, not right now. Unless you want to. We have more crap we could talk about, or we could start the other hangout, or whatever Matt wants to do.
Yeah. We can talk a little bit more. Real quick, I think Elaine asked you a question about art that I missed, and you answered a little bit. So you guys maybe both can answer this question. About getting into art, whether it's just the art that you got into, and then the music. Just like. What was the exact question, Elaine? Wanted to know did you study art?
I answered it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right. You basically
9+. Maybe we can do a couple. Now you're free.
Can be.
Now you're freezing, and Ryan's laughing at you because he's like, ah.
I'm just singing, but I'm freezing at the same time. Nobody's paying to hear me sing. So yeah, so you want to talk about So did you have a music teacher or a music class where it did it for you, or was something like past that got you into like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I knew this is what I want to do for my life.
Me? I'm sorry.
Music-wise?
Oh, I was asking Ryan. Sorry, my bad.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking him. I wanted to make sure.
I mean, Bobby, if you have a music career we didn't know about, I'd love to hear about that too. You know, maybe like kind of like Jeff Bridges. Crazy.
To answer your question, I didn't take music at all. I mean, I can't even read music, so I didn't take it at all in high school. But I didn't take music.
Smart move, yeah. Music is not fun, especially trying to sketch all that stuff. And I did it. I was in music theater and stuff, and I hated it. It's not performing. It's too technical. Oh, people said they loved your voice as we're overcoming the freeze. All right.
Oh yeah,
Well,
people are linking your stuff in the.
People are loving your stuff, even though you froze, you freeze. They want it. They want a piece of the sickle. Is it? Can we say sickle or Van Sickle? The van, like the van. Without the van, it's not much, right?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
So I do a thing called 9+. It's really 99+, and Bobbi Jo hates it. I say it for Conversations Plus. Ryan, you've been hanging out a lot now, and I can't wait to talk to Tiffany Henry and the two of you and everyone else about the New York City Hurl or Hangout in Real Life that we're planning, and it's going to be pretty epic. I'm not sure. We're working on it. We're all working hard on it. It's going to be you and Faye and Daria, hopefully, which should be a lot of fun and one big party. But yeah, 9+, basically what it is, it's just about Google Plus, and both of you can answer, and I'll try to make it quick. But Bobbi Jo first, then Ryan. What is your favorite part of Google Plus, Bobbi Jo?
Oh God, my favorite part?
Yeah.
It has to be Hangouts. It has to be. Because I get to see all your lovely faces, and I mean, you don't get this from any other place. You cannot get this from any other place. I mean, I only dreamed of shit like this, like back when my dad and I would sit and watch old Star Trek together, you know, and like, this is like shit that's supposed to be in the future. Like, this is not even supposed to be happening. It's ridiculously awesome.
You're in the future. It's 2012. This is even Terminator was like. And if you go back and watch all those 80s movies, all the future was before the year we're in now. So it's pretty funny.
That's true.
But I hear you. What about you, Ryan? It's Hangout. I'm guessing your Hangouts will be the answer that you're going to give too. But I could be.
Yeah, I mean, I've met a lot of great people. It's very personable. It's great.
What about integrated? I think someone actually asked you this, Bobbi Jo, earlier. What I think it was Dan Levay. Maybe what you most like to see integrated into Google Plus. That's not here yet. Feature something.
Are you asking both of us? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you and then
You
I'm
first.
Ryan. Yeah. I'm going ladies first.
Lady. What's the feature again? What?
What would you like to see most integrated? That's not on Google Plus. A feature or something that Google Plus is lacking yet?
Maybe events and maybe birthdays, even though there's a lot of people that are so against birthdays. I like to birthday rate people and like, happy birthday, and like tell everybody about it and share it and tell other people they have to wish them happy birthday and ask them how many spankings they're going to get.
Wow.
Whispering to me for what?
Oh, no, you said birthday rape, and I thought that sounded a little bad. Oh, I was going to ask you about your birthday and something about it, but we'll see. We'll get there. What about you? So events and birthdays. Yeah, I think those would be really good. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. Bobbi Jo, I know you don't like the...
No, I'm pretty much done with you and the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm driving you nuts. Ryan, what about you? What would you... Something better for musicians, maybe? Or see, I keep answering for the guests. That's why I'm going to get my head sliced off. What would you like to see?
I mean, it's great. It's been great for musicians. I think tagging on to Bobbi Jo with the events, maybe announcing events, something that's better with you know, keeping a calendar together, I guess.
That'd be good. I would like to see, because Lucas is working on this too, a way for musicians to actually be in Hangouts if there's ever a possible way for the lag and to actually play almost at the same time. But that's probably impossible, right?
Yeah, we all talked about that, but I think that is pretty impossible.
pretty impossible. All right, what about least favorite part? Something you actually don't like? Something that bothers you? That wishes you were different, Bobbi Jo?
Is there something that I wish they would do?
Or no, that you don't like, that you wish was different, or your least favorite part of it?
Something I don't like is the fact that I can't edit a share on a post. I would like to be able to go back and add a circle or add a name in the share field and have them get a notification. I don't like the fact that I can't save a draft. Obviously, there doesn't seem to be a cap on how long you can have a post be. I also think that it sucks that some certain profiles can have more than 500 comments and some can't. Not that I've ever gotten there yet, but it'll happen one day. We'll see what else. I guess I'd like to see the mobile app be a little more intuitive. I did upgrade to the G Plus mobile app that they released, I think it was December 19th, and I had to roll back one because the huddles weren't working anymore, and I was getting notifications for huddles and notifications and notifications, but it wasn't working. So I rolled back to the previous version.
I froze for a second.
I guess that's my feedback for that.
I feel like I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. Yeah, huddles, which are now the messenger for those of you who don't know. What about you, Ryan? Something that's kind of buggy.
I mean, I don't think I really have any. Is before coming into the Hangout and totally messed everything up. But I don't know.
No, you didn't mess. I'm sorry. I'm hearing like every other word. I'm trying to translate it.
Maybe it's a sign that we need to quit the Hangout. I don't know.
We're almost there.
You know, I'm just. My number 2 is kicking in, where I go, can we wrap it up already?
She's like, I'm back to being not the guest, but the show part, where I'm trying to wrap it up.
I'm just...
That's cool. Yeah, we can just, all right, I'll go through quick, you know, people that don't get enough love, like Ryan, maybe musicians besides yourself, other people that, I know Daniel works with Daniel Ellie Rankin, that works with you a lot.
Yeah.
Is he your manager, or I'm not sure what, but other people that should be circled more? I know he does a lot of circles.
I know your question.
Oh, man. Okay.
I guess we do need to change rooms here.
Yeah, I think we do need to. You know, we'll continue this. We'll wrap up now. We'll continue with Conversations Plus. We'll go into what I have here. And so just hold tight, Ryan. And, in fact, we'll try Conversations Plus before we do another song and stuff, so we can, maybe that'll make the difference. But
sure.
Real quick, Bobbi Jo, let's do the end question, and then I'll wrap up. So now you get to choose a number again, 2, 3, or 4.
I'm going to go with 4.
4. All right. That's what your mother... All right, that was going to be a second Trebek thing, but it didn't happen. All right, biggest geek out Sheldon Cooper moment, meeting someone famous or discovering something. What's been your biggest geek out moment on Google Plus or in life that comes to mind that you just went nuts over? Something that happened to you? Or
something that I went nuts over? Like
you
how?
You geeked out, you were excited about?
Something that I totally geeked out about, I guess, was the pages, because I was waiting and waiting and waiting for them. And now that the pages are kind of here, I'm kind of like, really?
But what about life, though? Like a geek out moment that you just geeked out in life? Did you meet, like, if you
God, discovering
yeah.
how many geeks were on here, I think I tingled myself to death. Well, as you know, geeks are my fave, and you know, there's nothing hotter than somebody who's like super intelligent and owns it and knows what the fuck they're talking about. And I think just being able to interact with so many people on that level, and just finding so many people that are smart and into what they're doing and curious about their world. So I guess that was the thing. That's the thing that geeks me out every day about it.
Awesome. Yeah, that was just for Bobbi Jo. Unless you want to throw something in there, Ryan, if you had like a musician moment or something that was crazy geeky.
Oh, I mean, this whole this being.
Aww.
I know, right? I was like, maybe I should not ask. It's like this whole thing is I'll paraphrase. The thing is to say this whole experience, the Hangouts and everything has been totally, really, yeah, this whole thing. Anyway, I can't do Ryan Van Sickle, I'm sorry. Cool. If you want to throw something out there, I don't know if I got your answer there. We're gonna
I don't know. I heard you say we're gonna up.
Oh, did I freeze too?
Yeah.
The freeze stuff. I said, I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to go to Conversations Plus. Stay tuned. We're going to invite audience members in, and we're going to have a party. We're going to sing. We're going to talk. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to talk about some Hurl stuff. Is there anything you want to say, like anything about your show, your episode, how it went, life, love, Google Plus, stuff that really grinds your gears? I don't know, something, whatever. Tell us what really grinds your gears. I don't know.
What really grinds my gears on Google Plus?
Whatever. Not a lot. Okay.
No, I mean there's certain people I will not hang out with, but thanks to blocking and uncircling and random ignoring. I mean, I want to like everybody. Don't get me wrong, but there are certain people.
I want to plus one everybody.
You know what? When you ask me in a private post and you like flirt with me to reshare some shit of yours, sorry, I'm not having it. I mean,
that doesn't
reshare is the new ignore. You ask me to reshare something, I'm gonna ignore it. But you know what? I've had people reshare. I've had people do reshare requests to me that are friends that it's like an important issue, and I'm like, absolutely, I will.
Hey, Bobbi Jo, I have a animated GIF I need you to reshare right now. Just kidding. That wasn't funny. All right, so we're going to be back next week live. We're going to have our speed painter, Cliff Roth. You know him. I know him as the guy that does 8-hour marathons on a Hangout Party. And there's a nice little sign. Oh, we need to see more of your signs. Conversations Plus, I hope all your signs are ready to go so we can catch some of them on camera. Till next week, go book your plans to the New York City Hurl. Like Heather Faye with Ryan Van Sickle and Darian Musk going to be performing live. 3 of them together, apart, solo, everything, songs. Maybe they'll call up some Google Plus members to karaoke their songs, or not, or they'll karaoke with some Google Plus members, or we'll just shout out at each other and like say, hey you. But we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be cold, so bring some of your long johns and your socks, and Tiffany Henry, Bobbi Jo Woods, me, Tim Clary, we're all trying to form it. You have ideas, suggestions, you can check out my profile and Tiffany Henry's profile, and we'll answer questions as we can. If you have the South by Southwest Hurls coming up in March, that should be fun. Lori Desatel is kind of, I think, on that. I'm not sure. We'll talk more about that. And go get your feet wet with the hurling. Go find someone in your local area and give it a try. You know, hang out, meet people, and see what's the worst case that happens. That there's serial killers, so you run away. You know, that's what I'm saying. It should be all right. So until next week, it's so damn hip to hurl. Go hurl with someone. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Bobbi Jo Woods. Special guest Ryan Van Sickle as well. And Bobbi Jo Woods will be back in her regular number 2 awesome position. Not having, she'll be able to whip me like crazy. So enjoy your January. We'll see you on Conversations Plus. Stay tuned for that coming up next. Hangout Conversations with Matt Rappaport. Ryan, you want to give us like a chord or something? Like this is over chord or? Rocco!
Plus 100. 100.